Instagram is back at it again. What else is new? Instagram is officially stealing features from TikTok. Let's talk about it. Okay, here's the information that you need to know, and I'll let you determine if you think this is a complete ripoff of TikTok or if somehow Instagram just came up with this idea all on their own. Instagram is currently beta testing a new feature in Brazil, Germany, and France that is called Reels. Let's just be honest, its similarities to TikTok are unmistakable. Reels allows you to record up to a 15-second long video that is a compilation of multiple different clips. You record them in sequence, similar to how you would do it on TikTok, and you can record them along to existing audios, either music from Instagram Music or music created by other users. You can post these to your story or your feed, and they show up in a special section of your profile similar to IGTV videos. Plus, they're adding a whole new section to the Explore page called Top Reels, where the most popular reels will be seen and have the chance to go viral. So again, it just screams TikTok from every point of view. So far, there's no information as to when this will be rolled out worldwide or if it will be, but they are currently testing it in those 3 countries, so we'll see how well they respond to it and then if the rest of us get it or not. Here's the deal. This is not surprising at all because if any of you guys remember this app called Snapchat, Snapchat was the first to develop a now ubiquitous feature across many different apps that we now know as stories. Snapchat started out, of course, as just a one-to-one messaging app, and then eventually they developed the stories feature so that you could share those snaps with everybody on your friends list. Clearly, this feature became so popular that Instagram/Facebook/Mark Zuckerberg started to see it as a threat, and so of course they developed their own stories feature, which is now pretty much the most popular part of the Instagram app. Very quickly after Instagram created the stories feature, creators were flocking from Snapchat to Instagram to start creating that 24-hour timely based content. And I don't know about you, but I have barely used Snapchat since. I mean, I use Snapchat to communicate with my friends, like in a group chat or on a one-on-one basis, but I have not posted a Snapchat story since probably 2016. And now here's the thing that's playing out in 2020. TikTok broke the record for the most downloads in a single quarter ever in Q1 of 2020. So it's pretty obvious why Instagram would see TikTok as a threat. So many of us, especially through self-isolation, have been spending a lot of our Instagram hours over on TikTok just because it is so addicting. And honestly, there's a lot of sort of marketing and psychological reasons why TikTok is so addicting, but I could talk about that in a different video if you're interested. Also, at this point, you definitely have to let me know in the comments if you are using TikTok as often as I am, because I am definitely obsessed. I am in too deep in the memes, in the audios, and in making my own TikToks as well. So if you're on TikTok, definitely drop your username in the comments and I will check out your profile, but I'm just curious how many of y'all are spending your time on TikTok these days. So anyway, it's obvious why Instagram would want in on the action of the TikTok world because it is crushing it. Everybody is obsessed with it. People are spending hours on this app. The average TikTok user spends an hour per time they open the app on TikTok. That's wild. How are they stealing all this time away from us? So a subscriber and friend of mine, Alexander, actually was kind enough to send me a screen recording of what Reels looks like. He lives in Germany, so he already has access to it in his Instagram app. So here is Alexander's profile. Make sure you go follow him, send him some love. Let's open up the video and take a look at what it looks like in case you are also outside of Brazil, Germany, and France and you're interested. All right, I'm excited to take a look at this video and see what Reels looks like from the inside. I'm sure you're also curious about this if, like me, you don't live in Germany, France, or Brazil. So let's take a look. Okay, so it looks like you can scroll over when you're in the stories mode. You can kind of scroll over to Reels the same way you would to Live or Create or whatever. Okay, and you can search music, select the part of the song you want to record to. You can choose a different frame the same way you would on Instagram stories. You can choose a different filter or whatever. Then, just like TikTok, they have the option to record it either in super speed or in slow-mo. And okay, Alexander didn't use this, but I can see that there is an option like a little timer icon. So I believe that you can start a timer so that you can say like start recording in 3 seconds or whatever. So you can start recording, run away from the camera, and like fully be in the shot. TikTok has that feature too, and I'm pretty sure that's what Reels is including here. Okay, so it looks like you can press, hold, and record a certain clip. Then you can like release, re-aim the camera to like a different whatever scene you want to record, then press and hold to record again, and then it adds that clip automatically onto your previous clip. So that is just like TikTok, and it's very interesting actually for Instagram because right now in stories, if you record a story, like it automatically stops, right? So you can create a sequence of all these clips, but you can't like compile them into one continuous video clip. And so that's what Reels is allowing you to do. So that definitely has implication for other kinds of content creation, which is cool. Okay, cool. And you can add text the same way you would to stories, add stickers the same way you would to stories as well. I'm not sure if you can like change the timing of the text the same way you can in TikTok. And then it looks like you can share it to your feed, and then that will also show up like in the Reels section of your profile. Thank you again to Alexander for sending that to me because I find it so interesting to have a look into these new features. I wish that they would use Canada as their beta test market because I'd love to get my hands on it and start trying it out. I am really excited to try out this feature. I hope that eventually it will be introduced in the Canadian market. I don't know, because here are my honest thoughts on it. I'm not sure that this feature is gonna be successful enough for them to want to provide like universal support on it. The reason why they test it out in different countries like France, Germany, or Brazil, and why these things are almost never beta tested in the US is because the US is like probably the largest market for Instagram. So they want to test it out in smaller countries so they can like get a smaller portion of people trying it because they don't want to like get all of their users annoyed with them basically. Anyway, I don't know if it's going to be successful enough for them to roll it out in other markets because even though they were very successful at stealing stories from Snapchat and getting pretty much everybody to adopt using stories inside Instagram, I'm not sure that they're going to be able to compete with TikTok. TikTok is just such a well-established app now that really has its own culture, its own rhetoric, its own form of creation and creativity. I'm not sure that Instagram is going to be able to replicate that. I've seen a lot of people reposting TikToks onto Instagram, and like, I'm not sure that they do so well because there's something about being on TikTok that you're there and you're committed to it. There's a simple difference of if you're on Instagram, there's a 90% chance you're not listening to the audio. If you're on TikTok, then there's almost a 100% chance you are listening to the audio because that's kind of the whole point. If you're watching TikTok, it's like a full immersive viewing experience. You're there to watch TikToks. You're not there to like scroll through TikTok while you watch Netflix or something, which is what a lot of people are doing with Instagram. So I just don't think that the way people use Instagram is conducive to this Reels feature becoming really successful. Hello, Editing Katie here. Just wanted to jump in because I think that there is new information that is relevant to this that I didn't know at the time of filming. So when I was filming this video about how Reels is never going to take over TikTok, not in a million years, at this point I had not heard anything about how the US is considering banning TikTok because of like cybersecurity issues. Allegedly. That definitely makes me rethink this whole situation because, I don't know, it's unpredictable. I have no idea what the US government is going to allow or disallow, and to me there is a very high chance that they could ban TikTok. And if that happens, then Instagram is very well positioned to fill that void with this new Reels feature. It almost makes you want to become a conspiracy theorist actually thinking about it. It's like as if Instagram developed and has been testing this new feature that very conveniently replaces TikTok right before the US considers banning TikTok, especially thinking about how much Facebook aided in Donald Trump's election. But anyway, we're not conspiracy theorists here. We're just social media content creators. And the point is, maybe Reels actually could become really popular and used by a lot of people if TikTok doesn't exist anymore. I don't know. I can't make any predictions on this because it's really hard to know what could happen, but I'm a little less confident about what I said earlier in terms of like, oh, it'll never happen. Never say never, I guess. Honestly, I would be excited about Instagram rolling out Reels for further use, just for the fact that it opens up a little bit more functionality and creativity within the Instagram app. It gives us so much more potential to create cool and fun stories because you could make it along to the music rather than just adding music after the fact. And you could create a 15-second story that has multiple different clips in it, which I think is really cool. So honestly, my preference would be, why not just put this functionality into creating stories rather than trying to make a TikTok section within Instagram. But Zuckerberg's gonna zuck, you know how it goes. They see TikTok being really successful, so they can't help but try to be a competitor and try to bring some of that attention back over to their own app. Let me know what you think about this new Reels feature in the comments below. Are you excited about it potentially coming to where you live? Do you think you would start using it? And how do you feel about TikTok? I wanna know all of your thoughts on this in the comments. Speaking of TikTok, I made a video where I tried to get famous on TikTok in only 7 days, and you are definitely gonna wanna check it out. So make sure you go watch that next. On your way there, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in this one. Okay, bye.